second half? I know first half they were just sagging, probably turned out some shots.
Really, we was missing a lot of easy bunnies too. So we just wanted to keep grinding out the game like we did this down and really keep playing through Hunter because, you know, throughout the pinch pros, that's what we best at in our offense. You know, if we keep doing that, it's going to be pretty good offensive team we have. So,
not the easiest game for any of you guys, but you all three found a way to make plays late. How important was it to stay close, stay connected, and put yourselves in a position to be able to close it out like that? Any one of you can take it.
I mean, Coach always says tight huddle, and you know, when you have a lot of experienced guys, especially in your starting lineup, you know, we've been through a lot of games, but I think that Kentucky game really helped us when we were already down 14, double digits into the second half, and so it's like, you know, when you've already gone through these experiences as a team, it can really, you know, just help you, and you already know what it takes to win. So I think it was just a big, you know, defensive game for us, just trying to get stops, because we knew we were taking good shots in the first half. They just didn't fall. So it was just more of, you know, just trusting in what we do and trusting in the system, and it worked out for us.
Kevin, how did you approach the challenge of playing on 4 fouls for that last 8.5 minutes?
You know, Coach trusts me to go out there and try to play smart. I put myself in tough decisions, reaching in. Down in the paint a couple of times, I shouldn't have. Even when I had 3 fouls, the last one I picked up, I probably should have just stayed and let Hunt wall up because he was playing great defense down there. But yeah, Coach just trusts me to go out there and play smart, and just, you know, they had my back and covered for me when I had 4 fouls.
Jamar came in and had a pretty good game, had a big 3 and a couple of nice assists. How do you play overall and just the progression in his game since, I mean, he hasn't played too much in the last couple of games?
Yeah, Jamar's been huge. All our freshmen have. When they're getting in, you know, they're producing, they're picking up the ball and guarding. That's the main thing Coach wants to see out of those younger guys is guarding, taking care of the ball, and playing the right way, and that's what they've been doing. And Jamar down the stretch hitting the big 3, coming in, guarding, picking up full court. That's what we needed. That's the energy we needed to get back in the game.
Well, the first lead you guys took, I think you come down, you're pretty loud, so the goal kind of slows you down and calls something there, and ends up being a high-low from you to Hunter. How big was that to, like, when it's all going crazy, to be able to stay composed, run it the way it's supposed to be run? And Hunter, maybe what did you see there on that play?
You think it was Utah? Yeah. You know, that's one of our plays for me to catch it, you know, around in, you know, the charge circle and stuff like that. You know, that's, you know, it's just unselfish basketball right there. You know, and playing for a coach like Bill Self who knows how to get, you know, me in my spots, and so I mean, it was just a really good executed play at the time when we needed a bucket.
What changed for you two second half as far as offensively?
Just staying composed, you know, trusting it. We had to start getting some stops. You know, we're a big team that can get out in transition and play fast. So that was the biggest part of it, is getting stops on the defensive end, and the rest is going to take care of itself. We know we have offensive pieces. Coach going to put us in the right position to make plays on offensive end. We got to get stops first up.
Kev, Hunter just mentioned it with that Kentucky game. Is this another one of those games where 2 months from now you'll look back and kind of remember that feeling, that lesson, if you get into another one like this?
Oh yeah, early in the season playing these games like this, especially on the road, is great for us. Knowing what's coming in the Big 12. There's no off nights in the Big 12, so these games like this, you're going to need them. It's great to get one underneath our belt, especially for older guys that's been through it, and the younger guys build some confidence up.
Hunter, what did you think when Kevin stepped to the line for all those clutch free throws? Dajuan too. What did you think of Kevin stepping up?
I told him to send us home. That's all I said to him. I trusted him. Everybody on our coaching staff, our bench trusted him. So we know he can make free throws, and, you know, he stepped up like he's supposed to. So
yeah, no, I mean we trust Kev. He's a big time player, and he's just well endowed. Down there, you hear me?
Love
that. Every game, it seems like that emotional spark is KJ for you guys, and he was the only one that had much going early in this one. How big is that? How much do you play through that, and how much does that bring more out of all of you guys when he's trying to find it, trying to get it going, and bring you guys along, so to speak? Well, it's not going well for everybody else.
Yeah, he's our energy player. You know, he does everything out there on the court. He's so versatile. When he's playing turned up and has his energy like he always does, that gets us all going. You know, he can do so many variety of different things on offense, but on defensive end, he can guard 1 through 5 and rebound at a high rate too. So it helps us out a lot.
For both of you who've been with him, you know, role guy, right? His first 2 years, he's figuring out that he's more than that. Is it fun to watch him be louder, be more vocal, do those double flex things that he does and all that stuff? I mean, does it seem normal, natural, or are you still kind of like, oh, what's he doing?
Yeah, I be talking to KJ all the time. Like I always tell him that he got to dominate, you got to rebound because he's the most athletic person on the court. So, and I feel like he can do the short roll, he can make the right play every time. So I try to be on him and try to make him stay aggressive because we know we gonna need it out of him. Because everybody gonna try to double down on Hunter. So we just got to have him keep being aggressive, keep being that dog that he is.
Hunter, you obviously have experience playing here before. Just what does it take to kind of handle an atmosphere like this, especially when IU gets out to an early lead, the crowd's into it, but you guys are able to pull it out at the end?
I think hopefully it's a lot easier for guys when a lot of the Blues are at me. So I hope that takes a little bit of pressure off them. But it's a tough place to play, and that's why they're really good at home. They're really well coached, and they got a lot of talent on the team. But we're a damn good team too. So we're good too. But I mean, they gave us a game. They gave us a great shot. They shot it really well. They played really well inside. Tough, made it tough for us defensively, especially in the first half. But it was a battle of some two blue bloods out there.
Hunter, you talked about it back at Big 12 Media Day in KC, and you like being that guy that people get on and hate and yell and the villain, so to speak. You heard a little of Michigan State up in Chicago with those fans that stuck around to boo you. You got booed tonight. Why do you like that so much?
Well, I mean, like if you don't like it and it annoys you and it can get to you, then you're gonna obviously not play as well. So I don't try to fight it at all. I just embrace it because it's not gonna go away anytime soon. I could probably save a baby out here in Bloomington and they still boo me the next day. But that's how it is. Like they're not gonna ever like me here, and so it's like why try to be like a nice guy or like on the court? Like who cares if they're gonna boo you? As long as my kids Jayhawks back home and now, like that's all I need.
How much value is there for you to show them it doesn't bother you, whoever the fans are?
I mean, that's like, I don't know, it makes it more fun. Like when it's a loud atmosphere like that and quiet in the crowd, I think that's what we play for. That's fun going on the road, and that's why it's so fun to win on the road. Is because it's just you guys in the huddle. Everybody else doesn't want you to win. It's just those guys in the huddle, really in the trenches battling, and I think that's why road wins are so special for guys.
Kevin, what'd you think of Galloway?
Really,
Scoring all those points for Indiana, Galloway.
yeah, really good player. He's improved a lot from last year. He was getting downhill, hitting threes. Played a really great game. Hats off to him.
All right, thanks guys.
Watch out.
Thank you, guys.